Well, we finally got out in the river again. See these clouds up here? There's strips of cloud been coming across, and then you get the sun, and then you get another strip of cloud, and underneath those clouds is like a mini tornado. The cold air dropping out of them, just straight down in this valley here, blowing our tents around, and oh mate, give us hell. Anyway, we decided we'd come down here. She's cleared off a little bit, this one's gone over. So we decided we'd come down and give it another go here close to camp so we can keep an eye on camp. We did go way up the river there earlier, and we come out just in case our tent was blown away, and as it was in the best condition. Anyway, that's life when you're out camping in the wild, prospecting. So I'm just going to have a look at this little crack here, and it's got a bit of hard pack in it, but I'm not sure how deep it goes. And I'll scratch it down to the bottom here and then clean it out and see, and if there's anything in it, I might then get in here, clean out behind this rock here like I did yesterday, one over there, and go down and see if I can get in there. Well, depends what the weather does. Alright, I'll get back to you when the first nugget appears. Thank you. Nothing in that, I cleaned it out down there, it's a bit shallow. I went down in there. I think someone had worked it before, but I sucked it out a bit more and didn't even get a speck. So, move on to somewhere else. There's the walrus. We've been cleaning this crevice out down across here. And I got here late, so I'm just cleaning up the dregs for him. And I don't know where everything. So a few pieces there I got. Nice little, not as fines, but a nice little piece. It's a little bit chunky, but not too much. But I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Another day over. And we had a wild day with storms and wild wind blowing the tents down. And this is Crouch's day. He got onto a really good crevice. Some nice gold there. Done really well. Good on you, mate. That's a ripper.
Finally got you, King.
Crouch has got it.
I'm filming you while I'm filming it.
That's my little bit. He got me today. He got me today, he did. And anyway, that's what happens sometimes. You can't be the gun all the time. Very nice. The wind stopped a bit. The weather's changed. It was stormy and blowing this morning. Alright, we'll see what happens tomorrow now. Is this crevice heaven or what? It's the next morning after a rough night and we're down on the river and it's crevice heaven. We've just walked into it. I don't know whether there'll be anything gold here, but we'll go and have a look. There's Crouch down there hobbling along. Watch out, Crouch, you'll fall over in the photo. Yeah, we'll go and have a look down here. That looks just so inviting. There's that many crevices here. You'd think there'd be thousands that you could detect and prospect in. But it's very hard to find the one that we like because there's that many. You just go, oh, there's got to be no, that one. No, I don't know that one. No, that one. So you got to stop and select one. So we've been getting good luck behind drop-offs like this. and a bit of a crevice run along a high drop off. And so I'll give this one a go, like the water coming in there to come down into there. And the crevice runs right across here. So I'll give it a bit of a go here and just see if I get any colour at all. Just a test pan. Alright, let's get into it. Well, my first crevice in crevice heaven was here, and I sucked it out down the back end in there. And never got so much as a flower gold speck. Nothing. So move on, see if we can find another spot. No success so far, haven't had even a speck. Not even any flower gold. So I'm going to try a different strategy. I'm going to try an inline stream crack and clean that out there and see if I can eat there. Nothing there, I'm going to head back to the car and head somewhere else, I think. People have been around here digging, but no signs of any big diggings, it's just test panning. Yeah, lovely spot. Like, I can't understand how we're getting gold upstream and there's not even a flower gold speck here anywhere. What's happening? Must be a bottomless pit up there somewhere. It crosses over and just disappears. Anyway, that's prospecting for you, isn't it? This is a nice area. Ideal for gold, if there was gold here. Alright, I'll get into this crack here and dig this rock out and see if there's a speck in here. Let you know. Well, I cleaned out that little bit of that crevice there, just wouldn't even be a metre long. Washed it down to the bottom, sucked it out, and what did I get? As you can see, I'll get it in the shade a bit, you might be able to see it a bit better. Nice pieces. So I'm quite pleased with that. So you know what I'm going to do now, don't you? I'm going to dig the rest of that crevice, and even down here a bit lower, and see if I can get anything. Might even work my way down the back of this boulder or something, you know. You never know. I'm going to work now like a Trojan. First bit today in this area, I haven't even got a speck before. I'm going to change their strategy to inline cracks and come up with the goods. See what happens. On my second pan, I went from about there where it's wet up to there, probably another, wouldn't even be a metre. I haven't cleaned it out properly, I've just scratched it, I've got to wash it out yet. And end up getting that. And then you can see it, that's what I got out of that little area. That's one of the best pans I've ever got. Out of that little area. Jeez, look at that, that's unbelievable. For my area in the world, if you get a pan like that, you're doing well, especially if you add the pan I had before to just that little area. That is well and truly fantastic. So I'm going to clean up there where those big rocks are jammed in, wash it all down here from up there, wash it all down to the bottom here, suck it out, and then I might try and shift these rocks out of here at the lower point and just see if there's anything. You know, I might even be able to get in around underneath that boulder there somehow, because that's probably the lower point there. You can see she comes up the back, so it's probably down under there somewhere where the lower point is. So we'll give it a go and see what happens. I'm tickled pink, I can tell you. Well, I have scratched up there, as you can see. I haven't cleaned it out really well yet. Up there, and 3 pans out of that so far. Probably about, I don't know, 3 metres, if that. And this here is my 3rd pan. I'll get some shade on it. That's the 3rd pan. So look at that for a showing. Third pan in that crack. They've really all been really good pans so far too. So I'm going to clean up the rest of it. And I'm going to wash it all down to the bottom down here. And suck that out and then start pushing down in further. But I'm wrapped in that. Third pan, all really good stuff. So let's keep digging. Man, oh man, is it hot. Sitting out on this rock, mate, I reckon you can nearly cook an egg on top of them. I've been drinking a bit of water though, keep hydrated. Don't know where the old walrus has gone. His crew's up there somewhere. But I haven't heard from him for a while. Anyway, I've swept that down and use this little tool here. Great little tool. Get them on eBay. It comes in a kit of about 4 different types. And I've scratched all the bottom off and swept it right down to this end down here. On the shadow here and pan it off. And like that was the last scratch out. I haven't washed it yet. And that's what I got. Not too far for the last scratch out. I haven't washed it yet. I'm about to give it throw some water in there and clean her all out right down to here and then suck it out. So quite happy with that. Just a beauty. Well, there's the honey hole crack. Cleaned out, washed out. Right down to this point here where this rock is. I'm cleaned that out, mate. It's not even worth showing you what I got out of it when I washed it out. It's just a bit of flower gold, so it showed I cleaned it out pretty well before. But I'm going to get down in here now and try and get down in there. So I think that might be a low point. I'm going to get in there and have a bit of a look. I don't know where that hole is there. I suppose I might have to just flick it and give it a bit of a flick and it'll move. It's not pretty powerful, just go like that. And I'll get it over here somewhere and how to get down in that crack. Hello, well, I've done down in there now. Can't go any further, it's too skinny. Then I washed it down there, mate, and yeah, wasn't worth the effort that last little bit. You'd think being the lower end of the crevice, you'd get a bit in it, but yeah, I don't know if you're able to see it, but a bit of flower gold in there, that's about all. Bit of Jason gold, see it in there? Alright, that's it. Bit hot out here now. Better go back to camp and get a bit of juice into us. Righto, catch you on the next crevice. It was a big day, out in the heat. You could have fried an egg on the rocks, as I said earlier.
Yes, you did.
Yep, the head got burnt. Anyway, this is the Crouch's finds today.
You're not funny, you're not funny.
This is Goldin's finds today. Look at that. Look at that. Done well, didn't I? I won't brag too much, but I'm bragging. Look at that. A lot of fines, but still, spec count's up. Spec counts are probably about 3,000. A lot of small powder up the top corner there.
And flower gold wizard.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah. Flower gold wizard. I know how you feel. It's bloody hard getting shit like this. Good on you, Jace. Catch you, mate. Before we did the photo, we went through and we got the black sand out with a magnet. Man, there's some black sand up here. I tell you what, it takes some getting out. Anyway, we sucked a bit of it out. There's probably a bit of flower gold in that. We'll see. All right, catch us later. Well, there's our tally, my tally so far for 4 days. 0.38. Probably a little bit of
Against 0.28.
And what did you get, Crouch?
0.28.
0.28. He had chunkier stuff. He's done well with the chunkies. That's alright. Very good. There's a whole heap of diggings down there in the gully. And we've come up here on the flat thinking this might be where they were camped. Anyway, found a bit of wire and that. You know, I dug up this little, like a lead rivet. Or it might even be a bullet that's hit something very hard, I'd say. That's probably more like it now looking at it. It's got a bit of rifling on the side of it. Yeah, it's like it's a hard hit bullet. Alright, we'll keep going. Come down from up the flat, down here where they've been digging. See where they've packed the rock up here and dug it all out down the bedrock. And drove on top of the bedrock. We've done some digging. This is just a small proportion of it. Yeah. Alright, have a detector around here and see what we can find. Crouch is walking around picking up other people's rubbish. Bastards leave it everywhere. There's Crouch down there panning off a bit of stuff we dug up out of the... You got a bet? Anyway, this is final day. Heading back home today. You can see where the bushfires are all been through on the mountains. I showed you on one of the previous clips. But, we're in the Chinese diggings here, had a bit of a detector around. Crouch picked up a fair bit of rubbish that other people have left here in the last day or so even. Don't forget, subscribe, like if you like it, unlike it if you don't like it, and hit the share button and share it with your mates. Might get an extra subscriber or something. And don't forget to subscribe yourselves. And don't forget to have a look at Wayne McCleary's channel. You see the other view of this trip. And Ned Jardine. I can't think of the first part of his channel. What is it? Oh, Gold Hunter. Gold Hunter. There's Neville's channel. Have a look at his view of the other day when he was up here last Sunday. Anyway, it's been a great trip. Hot. Done the best bit of panning I've done for a long time. Got some big high speck counts, not much in weight, but plenty of specks, minute stuff and that. But still exciting to see the specks here out of that black sand, mate. It's something else, isn't it? All right, heading home. Looking forward to a nice shower, a good bed to sleep in, and we'll see what happens in the next trip. So all the best. See you later.
When I was young, I rode away in search of a better place.